Got through Buddy with that 87, but man, the 338.77 first round, you're living in that 338, but you got me excited and also a little like, about that headwind Friday night. Tell everybody about that if you can.
It's a shame because we should have ran 340 twice this weekend. We should have did it Friday night, but we had a 15-knot headwind. It was really almost 20 miles per hour right on the nose of the car. I could feel it driving, just muscling around through the wind. And then in the first round Friday, had that been a single, we would have run 340. But, you got to respect, your opponents. And at any point you smoke the tires, they're going to come around you. So we had to be a little bit more conservative on that Sunday morning run. But it's exciting. You got a car that we've already been 340, we're in 399, 341. We were actually 2.5 miles an hour faster than the 341 run Friday night at 2 seconds. So it's going to happen. We just got to get the conditions to match up with the opportunity. And I can't wait to do it in front of all the fans.
Oh, I'm excited about that. But we talked in the media center. I want to get a full debrief, but since we're talking 340, I did have a question that it popped up. Like, are you in any way concerned that there might be another 340 car out there, like Top Fuel? Getting kind of close. Like, could someone snatch this without you realizing it?
Well, first off, absolutely. I mean, anything can happen in this sport. I'm happy that we did it the first. We'd like to be the first to do it in NHRA at a national event, but they'll never take away the fact that we did it the first time in the sport of drag racing. As far as the dragsters, certainly they're capable. They are disadvantaged, though. And what people have to realize is from half track to the finish line, the funny car is more aerodynamic. We're not dragging that big tail through the wind, an incredible amount of drag in those cars. And they get on the rev limiter sooner than we do because they run so hard down low and early, but clearly more than capable of running 340. I think Brittany ran 339. We're optimistic that we'll have a shot at it. For one simple reason, Joe, we run first on Friday night. So that at least gives me that advantage to have that ability. But we'll see. We're hopeful we can do it. But the bottom line is we're here to win a championship. The speed is great, but we're focused on the championship. We're going to do whatever it takes to try to get out there and win that championship. And if we get to run 340 before anyone else at an NHRA event, that would be just fine too.
And we all just want to see it. We want to see it on the scoreboard. We haven't seen it. I watched Bradenton on the stream. I saw the second it came up, that camera looking at the scoreboard. I was like, there it is. But there it is. But I want to be there in person. I want to be at an NHRA.
We're going to try to do that for you, Joe, sooner than later.
Yes. Well, whatever. I honestly, whatever is the real answer. I'm highly entertained regardless, Bob. You know that. Second round, Paul Lee, resurgent car, best that they've been at any point, and you were able to get through.
Oh, he was right there, man. I pulled the parachutes and looked out the window, and he was alongside me. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup. John Medlin over there and team. Paul's a great driver, and they gave us a run for our money. We blinked, and they beat us on that round. So, that was a big round, obviously, to set up the big semifinal round.
Yeah, the big semifinal round. All right, so let's focus in on that. The last time you were on, you gave us a great quote. It was right at the start of the year, and it was about staging, about going in deep versus not going in deep. And you laid it out. You're like, hey, listen, do what you want to do. Yeah. These are the rules until the rules are different. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I watch you put the top bulb out, and he's 50 something, you're 22. And it comes down to, I think it was 4 thou, a couple of thou at 330 plus miles an hour. Just an amazing run. 2 great drivers got up on the wheel, and your 393.1 beats his 390 with a 1. All right. Did going in deep win you that race by a couple of thou?
So I think it did. And, Tony Pedregon says it the best. You shorten the racetrack. And I just use a simple analogy. If you and I, Joe, were in a foot race right now, and we had $1 million, and we had a race 50 feet, forget 1,000 feet, 50 feet.
Thank you.
Would you give me a 7-inch head start, Joe?
No.
Are you sure, Joe?
No.
It's only 7 inches, Joe.
I'm certain.
Okay. So that's the way I look at it. And when I'm in a real tight race and I know inches could make a difference, I'm going to shorten the racetrack. And that's just what I do. I at the end of the day, your reaction time is your reaction time. it makes no difference whether you're shallow or deep. You're going to react at the same moment in time. Okay. So if I was shallow, my reaction time would have been worse. My car would have been quicker. However, if I'm shallow, I potentially give up 7 inches to my competition. Why would I give 7 inches up? So I just take it. I take it, and this is going back to the days of racing with John and Tony and Cruz and guys that they have been my mentors throughout my career. And I've learned so much from them. And that's what they've done in their careers. And that's what I do. Maybe mentally, it gives me like that psychological advantage. Most races, it makes no difference. You have to win or lose by less than 7 inches. And I think that race was within 7 inches. So I think it definitely played a role in winning.